be speaking on Bill 2 today, which is the resolution to create a demilitarized zone in the South China Sea. Whereas 9 countries have conflicting ownership claims over various parts of the South China Sea, and whereas $5 trillion worth of trade flows through the South China Sea each year, and whereas recent events in the South China Sea suggest that military and political tensions may continue to build to the point of violence, therefore, be it resolved by the Congress here assembled that the United States supports the creation of a demilitarized zone throughout the South China Sea to be monitored and enforced by the United Nations. The Chinese media once believed that Kim Jong-un had won Sexiest Man Alive because of an Onion article. This is similar to today how China believes that they own 95% of the South China Sea. I'm in firm affirmation of this bill for 3 main contentions. First, we need to enforce the rulings of the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. We must protect our East Asian allies, and also China is having a devastating environmental impact on our East Asian allies. Or on the South China Sea. First, we need to enforce the rulings of the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague. Basically what this is they told China that they are not entitled to this much of the South China Sea, and according to a New York Times article, China is not abiding by their ruling, so we need to enforce it ourselves. Also, it ruled that China is engaging in unlawful activities in Philippines waters, and this leads to something else. So our East Asian allies are also obviously in that area. And so they're not just engaging in unlawful activities in the Philippines, they're probably also doing stuff with our East Asian allies. And because not only is it interfering with the Philippines trade and fishing, it could also be hurting our East Asian allies trading, and we know that America's 2 closest allies, Japan and Korea, closest allies in East Asia, they could feel threatened. It hurts their trade, it hurts fishing in the area, it's an important source of food in the area, obviously, and this is according to an article posted by Reuters. Basically, it's not good for anyone in the area, and not only could our allies feel threatened, but they definitely are threatened because of what China is doing in the actual South China Sea. China is currently building military posts, and not only are they just building military posts, they're building them on top of coral reefs. So they're destroying wildlife as they threaten our allies. According to an article posted by NPR, China is having a devastating impact on the environment there. They're damaging all the coral reefs, as I said before, because they're turning them into military outposts. So, not only are they threatening our East Asian allies, they're building these military posts. And the Chinese media may have believed that Kim Jong-un had won Sexiest Man Alive, but the South China Sea is a much more important issue than that. And they need to realize their place, and so I think that we need to stand up, and that's why I am in firm affirmation of this bill, and I now open myself to questioning.